we are super excited to have Jordan McCraw, Director of Sales at Visit York County, South Carolina, on the webinar today. So thank you so much for joining, Jordan. Just for some quick background here, Jordan has been at Visit York County for nearly 3 years. He's a University of South Carolina alumni and involved with recruiting events into his hometown of York County, South Carolina. He assists event organizers with locating facilities, assigning hotels, marketing events, and calculating economic impact reports. Jordan has been really a power user on Playeasy from day one as his account manager. I've worked with him and really just saw him immediately hit the ground running on Playeasy and use the platform in super innovative ways. So Jordan has started an incredible initiative in York County to directly involve his local business partners into the sports event experience by inviting them into their Playeasy business profiles to see nearby upcoming sports events, opts to create deals and discounts to market to attendees. So Jordan, thank you again for being here. Ryan Quigley and I on the call here have enjoyed our many calls with us three, really strategizing how to involve your community in the sports event experience, as well as how to get this content right into the hands of your organization partners and attendees. So we thought it would be perfect to chat us three today and really just share what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's going to be great. So
Awesome. I'll
Awesome.
pass it over to Ryan here to start off with our first question for you today.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, let's just jump into it. I'm Ryan Quigley. I work with the event organizers here at Playeasy, and yeah, worked with Jordan, many calls with Jordan, and excited to see how he's utilizing Playeasy. But really, like we've learned a lot from him, and how he's gone about enhancing the experience on the event side. So Jordan, we've talked a lot about the community collaboration, and we've seen it here on our screens, like how you guys, you really do involve the community in all these events. Talk a little bit about, why that's important for you and you performing your job and like what it can do for the events taking place in your county.
yeah, so it's a great place. It's been a great tool for Visit Your County to use as far as getting return on value for just even having the site in general. Obviously, the lead integration and the communication style of like a LinkedIn platform for event organizers and DMOs like us across the country to kind of collaborate and meet, even if you can't go to a certain conference or it's not out of your budget. It makes sense to fly across the country to meet these people. It's a great tool on that front where you already get return on investment there. But when it comes to community activation, one of the biggest things with DMOs, similar to our size, where we're not a Charlotte, we're not a Dallas, Texas, we're not a New York City. So we want to be able to get our buy-in from our local community partners, whether that's a coffee shop, whether that's a boutique, whether that's a brewery, whatever we're doing. We want to be able to get and show value of, hey, we're hosting all these different events that come into town anywhere in York County, Rock Hill especially, and being able to say, hey, we gave you guys 20% of your business for this year was out of town visitors, and they came from 15 different states. And it helps a lot because if you go ever into any kind of reporting for, I'm sure everybody has some sort of DI calculator or event impact calculator they use. No matter what the format you use it of, you still share that economic impact number, that direct number. If you go to a restaurant and you tell them, hey, we had an event here for 4 days and we had a $10 million economic impact, right? Sounds great. The restaurant's like, where did that come into play? So having hard data to show like, hey, if you guys create something, we help market that strictly to out-of-town visitors, and you're getting a bump in your business because of our efforts here to help showcase you guys, and it builds a better community to help welcome in an event that comes in. One of the greatest strengths I think that we have in our York County and Rock Hill is our Southern hospitality. We overuse that a lot, but regardless, is the feeling of being welcomed by the entire community when you get here, whether that's street signage when you get off the interstate, whether that's welcome signage when you get inside the hotel, having these collaborations with the local businesses to where if you wear your Cornhole League jersey, you get your first drink free at a brewery, whatever the case is. Scheduling a coach's night for the college basketball academies, whatever the case is. It's a great way to kind of get people to enjoy their stay while they're here, but also actually go out and do things in the local community that you can't get anywhere else with a chain restaurant or a chain venue, if that makes sense. So it's a nice collaboration piece for us in general for the entire community.
Totally. And I think like you said on one of our earlier calls, just you know, everybody communicates differently with their local business partners. I mean, you were basically going door to door, each year you were kind of like, hey, like this is our upcoming schedule, and then constantly reaching out. Like how has like Playeasy, helped improve that communication, making it like super, more efficient, I guess.
Yeah.
Where yeah.
So the best way to describe it is giving the restaurant ahead of time notice of what's
Right.
coming in, when they should staff more. So if we have like, American Cornhole League World Championships just wrapped up, that's a full week and a half event. So our downtown businesses, hey, we've got this event coming in, and they might come to us and we're like, hey, we have the economic impact number of like $10 million, right? And then or they come back to us like, well, we didn't see any of that. We didn't even know it was coming in. Like we had no idea. We were closed on the weekend, didn't even know it was coming. So the communication aspect beforehand with the weekly emails you guys do is great. Giving them access to that profile to let them kind of go at their own pace is also great. Because some locations might, like you said, might not want to do actual promotion or a discount. They just want a new way to market. Anywhere in the service industry, getting in touch with a restaurant or anywhere, you pretty much have to go walk in and talk to a manager or talk to an owner. You can email, you can call. Good luck. You might have better luck than I did. But regardless, getting that chain of communication streamlined to them of like, hey, you have an event list coming in, you've got opportunities to get involved. We have things set in our contracts and our negotiations of what these event organizers of, hey, if you get assistance from us, you're obligated to share this link out from that, which is now our website, which is even better for us as an organization. But being able to share the know for a fact you're getting this marketed to, if it's 1,500 attendees, if it's 800 attendees for 2 days, a week, whatever. And you're getting new eyes on local businesses that otherwise would have to scroll through Google to figure out what they are, where they are, what they offer, what they serve, whatever. So that communication process and giving them access to control that, to go at their own pace. They don't have to jump in head first and hire a social media manager or a marketing manager any different than what they currently do. They can go at their own pace and do a general promotion that goes for a full year, 2 years, 5 years for any event we bring in. Or if like, hey, we want to target the U.S. Disc Golf Championships, we want to target Adidas 3SSB Boys Championships, we want to target the College Disc Golf Championships. Whatever we're doing, they can do that individually just for that time frame, just to try it out, get their feet wet. If they see a bump of people that come in the actual store, venue, whatever they're at, great. That's what we want. So that's the main job for almost any DMO anywhere. You want to be able to share those local experiences and local businesses to these people from out of town to make them want to come back, whether it was with the event or not. We're not a beach town. So if you're a beach location, that's really nice for you to have, to be like, hey, like come enjoy another vacation here. Not even for the event, just anytime in the future, come back and see it. So being able to kind of showcase that as a non-vacation style location is really beneficial to us as well. So
awesome. And then being able to track that event based and then general promotion, like being able to see I mean you talk through it there, which is great. I think Brenna, go ahead. I'll let you jump in.
I had a couple of questions just in terms of, I know we've been working together over the past couple of years, just in terms of getting your businesses on. I'm curious if you could just tell us here about the process of getting your businesses involved. Has that been simple? And kind of what has their reaction been so far? Have you gotten any feedback since they started using Playeasy?
Yeah. Even if they're not getting directly, if they can't like tangibly see or like know, hey, this person came from this event, because people wear whatever they want. Like I gave examples of if they wore their jersey, they got a first drink free or whatever they're looking at like that. It's hard to tell unless you have somebody there taking data of like, hey, I'm from this event, I'm here for this, unless you have something planned specifically of like a coach's night or like a welcoming party, whatever the case is. So just giving that value of knowing, hey, you had this event marketed on the event organizer's website, on our website, mass email blasts, you had event site activation with our visitor table set up at the events. We're getting creative on different ways to even like supply these event organizers with some of these tools to be a part of their actual experience, to where if like maybe they buy a wristband that's a day pass, weekend pass, or whatever, we'll help co-brand it with them and we'll pay for those. And then we'll have a QR code to like deals and discounts. That way you can't lose it. You have to keep that for the entire week. It's there while you're sitting there waiting for your son or daughter to finish up whatever game they're doing, they're done around 11 o'clock for lunchtime. They don't play again until 4. What are they doing? You know what I mean? Are they sitting in the actual event center? Are they sitting in the venue? Are they going back to the hotel? Are they going to McDonald's? Where are they going?
Mhm.
So having that there, easy to access, different ideas like that, really kind of helps in general for event organizers to not have to deal with, where should we go eat? Where do we go? I don't know what to do here. Venue staffing. So the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, it's owned and operated by Rock Hill Parks, Rec, and Tourism. They're a great partner of ours, and they host some of these crazy big events that we work with that are really, really good. And being able to have their staff not worry about, hey, like, where can I go eat? Where can I get a drink? What's short enough to where in an hour time frame I can go somewhere and come back and still be good. It allows them to do their job better. It allows the event organizer to do their job better, and it really puts a highlight on the DMO marketing the area outside of the facility. So the feedback from everybody we've gotten from all sides of the event organizer, the event attendees, the actual businesses we're marketing, and any partner that we have, it's all been positive. So we're really excited to kind of kick this off and go even farther with it.
That's huge. I know Ryan works closely with our event organizer partners, and just it's always that key moment of how does this get in the hands of the participants. I know you just kind of shared some of the creative ways that you're really getting this content directly in front of participants before the game, at the event. But yeah, curious to hear like any thoughts on how it's been with your event organizers, any feedback that they've heard in terms of ease of use for the participant side as well. Would
Yeah.
be awesome.
For example, you guys showed Big Shots a couple times on there. Kevin Schneider is the CEO of Big Shots. He's like they're a company that run tournaments up and down the East Coast pretty much. And one of the biggest things he's trying to do is they've gotten away from this is going to tie into it, I promise. They've gotten away from going to like 4 or 5 different high schools to get all the courts they need, and they're going to bigger venues. We happen to have one of those venues. So that's nice for us to get him here. And we'll have 6 to 7 events a year. With him coming back so often, a lot of his teams that are in the Southeast or in the East Coast in general are going to come to Rock Hill, 3, 4, 5 times a year. So being it for him, he wants to be able to kind of showcase the Powerhouse or Old Town Kitchen and Cocktails or Hop in Rock Hill, the brewery as well. Like anything that he can do to help get more people to like coming to that specific event. That way he can market it for the next years as well. So even working with event organizers on that aspect when it comes to showcasing the local area, they want that. Because obviously that gives them more reason to bring mom, dad, cousin, sister, whatever to their next event, which also benefits the DMO and local businesses. So it's a nice cycle when the event organizer is also interested in helping the local area as well. So,
and just to chime in on that, we have close to 680 organizations on here. Every single conversation, if they can add to the experience in any way outside of the venue, obviously the venue is most important, but after that, it's the experience. So like, this is a headache for everyone. So like having this easy to share page that they're getting alerts from us on the Playeasy side. Make sure you share this with your participants leading up to the event, during the event, and then also like anything. I mean, Jordan goes above and beyond as far as like, hey, reminder, right? Share this page out. And I think you even include it in part of when you're closing the deal with them. So, but they're excited about it. They're super pumped. They're excited that a destination's marketing their event. Usually you go to a conference, you win an event, and then it's over. I don't talk to, visit wherever again. So now that relationship is extended throughout the entire event. Now, like, okay, Rock Hill, man, they, or York County, they really delivered, and that can lead to a 10-year, relationship, those kind of things. So yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And I know a couple of us got to recently visit York County, Rock Hill area, and just couldn't get over like the small town feel. And now you're actually getting to promote directly those businesses that are really a labor of love, and making sure that people are going to the right places, I think is huge. So it's been super exciting just kind of seeing this story unfold. And I know you mentioned now that we've tied into your website, just hearing a little bit about, I know this has been a recent launch, but how has it been going with having the website elements through Playeasy connected to your website? How do you feel like this is really going to improve the overall effort there, and how long did that process take? Any thoughts there would be great.
yeah. And John kind of put this or correct earlier, almost every DMO anywhere we're putting money into our website. We want the content we're making, the blogs we're making, all of our event pages, if we have newsletters, whatever. We want that to be shown and like shown well to where it's easy to access, to where if it's a 60, 65, maybe 70-year-old person that's not really hip with technology, bringing their son or daughter or their family to, the cornhole championships or whatever the case is, making it easy for somebody like that to still get what they need out of that site with our website. And if you have to go and make them click out of our website to go into another site, they're like, what is this page? This is the one I was just on. Is this even trustworthy to be here? And just keeping everything consistent with that event attendee experience on your website. That's going to be monumental for us. We've already kind of seen just in a month of us having it so far, which you guys thankfully have given us access to use this demo. We've gotten 1,800 page views in a month just on the deals and discounts page, which then trickle into other parts of the website. People get curious and click different things. That's great. Every single marketing department, every single PR department, they've got goals of clicks, of views, of different things they're doing on your website to show the value, to show your county or council chairs, city council, county council chairs, what you're doing for these local businesses. And in the long run, if everything lives on your website and you're using these Playeasy functions like this, you're able to say, hey, we promoted 15 local businesses to this event. It brought in, 30% of these people went to this location, stayed at this hotel, and benefited our A-tax and H-tax collections to help, grow the area of your county, which also helps you in relationships with, like I said, your county council chairs, your city council chairs, anybody involved in your organization that decides on where you get your funding from. So it's like almost a small army of supporters, because it's a big cycle of feeding back into each other every time that you do anything together. So everything on our website, we love it so far. And we're obviously going to be moving into more things with that as well. Having the ability to have our blog posts. So if we have an event at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, top 5 things to eat while you're at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. That's nice to have. If we geo-fence the area and do boosted posts on Facebook that link back to our site, now we're getting even more. Once you open one door, everything kind of goes together with that. Having the ability to have it live on our website completely, it's phenomenal. So we're excited about that.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. I think just how you really tied the whole community together, and then really keeping on your site with your own branding. And just hearing kind of the success in that first month. We're super excited to hear just even how it keeps going and keeps growing in the future, new ways that you are telling us how you're marketing events. So it's been really cool to learn from you and work with you. So we really appreciate you being here today. Thank you again for joining us.